Good morning. Today is a bit of an instruction video on the GoPress and Foil. I am not a card maker and I'm not a precision foiler, if I can say that. So while I do like foiling normal things, and I've been foiling a whole lot of things for Christmas, I also like just giving the idea of a foil or a shimmer, and that's why I started practicing to use the negatives. So basically, if this is like a brown, to get that area, and you'll see I got it wrong a couple of times because I foiled my plate. So what you need to do is this. You need to use your metal plate. My machine is hot. I've been foiling all morning. But article you wish to foil, presentation side up, and then your foil negative. In this case, it was a die cut. Foil side up where you want it, because this is now final position, and then you need to shim it. They don't, in my opinion, in the instructional manual, make enough of shimming. Obviously, this now has the metal plates. You don't need to shim as much, and then you just run it through. I like heating up my whole sandwich, so not only the plate or the die or the stamp, but the paper and the foil and everything, not too long, just for a while. This has been run through. I've had a lot of trial and error on this, so it ends up like that, and then there's now a very thin plastic layer that you can pull off. Do you see that my shim wasn't enough? But it gives you a very flat foil, and definitely you can see that there's a negative, so it's really just playing around to get the effect. I'm going to do some old paper and just foil just some scraps. Let's see. So something like that. So again, color side up. Let's see if we get a better effect. Just remember that whole gold will foil. So you need to position it where you want it foiled, and then you need to shim accordingly, because otherwise, there are videos showing that you can use glue to use up your scraps, but I prefer this. So we're back with that. That was a thick of shim, and then it's got a very thin plastic that you pull off. So now you've basically used all of your foil, and you've got like this whole thing is now foiled. So I think if you were looking, and it's stuck, it's smooth, it's flat, it's like you foiled something, but there's no letterpress because you haven't used any of the dyes or anything. And then what I do is I now use this on a junk journal background or something like that, but at least there's some interest, and I find that I've used all of my scraps. So for example, this is a little journaling card. I don't want it foiled, I just want it like hinted of golded, and then again just make sure you shim well, or over shim. This is now all very, very hot because it's been on the whole day. So here we go, light piece of I'm going to call it, it's a messy foil, but it gives a very informal foiled look, but I think it's neater and easier to do than glue. So this is a little card I made. I just want to add something. It's a little bit of the negative of the die that comes, or the hot foil stamp, and again, so I actually just shim where I've put the thing. I'm finding with the machine, it's just playing around really. Machines are all different also. I don't know if I've got the GoPress and Foil, so I don't know how this platform reacts in other die cut machines. And then there we are. It's almost like gold leafing, but obviously straight lines will be straight, etc., etc. So just keep in mind when you're putting it on, and then you are going to end up with foil on your silver plate, but it doesn't affect the functionality.